Welcome back, everyone. Let's start off by hitting the like, then subscribing and sharing to spread the word. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, generating enormous profits for those involved in this dark business. It is devastating wildlife populations around the world, leading to the rapid decline of many species. It is estimated that millions of animals are trafficked each year, often under inhumane conditions. These animals are taken from their natural habitats, disrupting the delicate balance of ecosystems. They are often subjected to cruel treatment, suffering immensely during capture and transport. The trade affects a wide range of species, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals. These include elephants, rhinos, pangolins, and many more, each playing a crucial role in their ecosystems. The demand for wildlife products such as ivory and rhino horn fuels this illegal trade, driven by greed and ignorance. It is driven by factors like traditional medicine and status symbols, perpetuating the cycle of exploitation. This illicit industry has severe consequences, pushing many species to the brink of extinction. It not only threatens the survival of endangered species but also disrupts ecosystems, leading to long-term environmental damage. It undermines the livelihoods of local communities, who depend on healthy ecosystems for their survival. It is often linked to organized crime and corruption, making it a complex issue to tackle. Combating animal trafficking requires a multifaceted approach, involving various stakeholders and strategies. This includes strengthening law enforcement, reducing demand, and promoting sustainable alternatives to wildlife products. It is a global challenge that demands international cooperation and action, uniting countries and communities in the fight against this devastating trade. Wildlife protection is crucial for maintaining the balance of our planet's ecosystems. It ensures that the intricate web of life, which includes countless species of plants, animals, and microorganisms, remains intact and functional. Every species plays a vital role in the interconnected web of life. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, each organism contributes to the health and stability of their environment. When one species is threatened, it can have cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. The loss of a single species can disrupt food chains, alter habitats, and lead to further declines in biodiversity. Protecting wildlife is not just about saving individual animals, it's about preserving biodiversity. Conservation efforts help maintain the variety of life forms that are essential for ecosystem resilience. Biodiversity is essential for the health of our planet and the well-being of future generations. A rich variety of species ensures that ecosystems can recover from disturbances and adapt to changes. It ensures the resilience of ecosystems in the face of environmental changes. As our climate continues to change, diverse ecosystems are better equipped to withstand and adapt to new conditions. Moreover, wildlife provides numerous benefits to humans. From recreational opportunities to the provision of ecosystem services, the presence of wildlife enriches our lives in countless ways. It supports livelihoods through tourism and sustainable harvesting. Ecotourism and responsible wildlife management can provide significant economic benefits to local communities. Many traditional medicines are derived from plants and animals. The preservation of wildlife ensures that these natural resources remain available for future generations. Wild animals play a critical role in pollination and seed dispersal, which are essential for food production. Without these natural processes, our agricultural systems would struggle to sustain the growing human population. Wildlife protection is therefore not just an ethical imperative but also an ecological and economic necessity. By investing in conservation, we are investing in the future health and prosperity of our planet. By protecting wildlife, we are safeguarding our planet's future, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the beauty and benefits of a thriving natural world is a responsibility we all share. Combating animal trafficking presents numerous challenges. One major obstacle is the involvement of organized crime. These criminal networks are sophisticated. They have established smuggling routes and corrupt officials. Another challenge is the persistent demand for wildlife products. In some cultures, certain animal parts are highly valued for their perceived medicinal properties or as status symbols. This demand creates a lucrative market for traffickers. Enforcement of wildlife laws is often weak and inconsistent. Many countries lack the resources and capacity to effectively patrol their borders and prosecute traffickers. The illegal wildlife trade often crosses international borders, requiring cooperation between different law enforcement agencies. Furthermore, poverty and lack of alternative livelihoods in many parts of the world drive people to engage in poaching and trafficking. Addressing the root causes of poverty is crucial for tackling this issue at its source. Wildlife protection relies on a multi-pronged approach involving laws, conservation efforts, and international collaboration. Each of these elements plays a vital role in ensuring the survival of countless species and the health of our ecosystems. Without a comprehensive strategy, the fight against wildlife crime and habitat destruction would be far less effective. Strong laws and regulations are essential for deterring traffickers and punishing those involved in the illegal wildlife trade. These legal frameworks provide the necessary tools for law enforcement agencies to act decisively against offenders. They also set the standards for what is acceptable, helping to shape societal attitudes towards wildlife protection. Conservation efforts focus on protecting wildlife habitats, managing populations, and raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity. These initiatives often involve local communities who play a crucial role in the success of conservation projects. By engaging with these communities, conservationists can ensure that efforts are sustainable and culturally appropriate. This includes establishing protected areas, combating habitat loss, and promoting sustainable land use practices. Reforestation projects and sustainable agriculture are key components of these efforts, helping to restore and maintain the natural balance. These practices not only benefit wildlife but also support the livelihoods of local people. International collaboration is essential for combating transnational wildlife crime. Wildlife trafficking is a global issue that requires a coordinated response from countries around the world. By working together, nations can share resources, expertise, and intelligence to tackle this complex problem more effectively. Countries must work together to share intelligence, coordinate law enforcement efforts, and harmonize legislation. This cooperation helps to close loopholes that traffickers exploit and ensures that wildlife criminals face justice no matter where they operate. Joint operations and shared training programs are examples of how international collaboration can make a significant impact. International agreements, such as the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, play a crucial role in regulating the global wildlife trade. These agreements set the legal framework for the protection of endangered species and help to ensure that international trade does not threaten their survival. They also facilitate cooperation between countries, making it easier to track and control the movement of wildlife products. In addition, raising public awareness about the devastating impacts of animal trafficking is crucial for reducing demand. Public education campaigns can inform people about the consequences of their choices and encourage them to support conservation efforts. By changing consumer behavior, we can reduce the market for illegal wildlife products and help to protect endangered species. Educating consumers about the origins of wildlife products and promoting ethical alternatives can help to shift consumer behavior. When people understand the impact of their purchases, they are more likely to choose products that support conservation. This shift in consumer demand can drive positive change in the market, encouraging businesses to adopt more sustainable practices and reducing the pressure on wildlife populations. A beacon of hope, success stories in wildlife protection. Despite the challenges, there have been notable successes in wildlife protection. One such success story is the recovery of the mountain gorilla population in Central Africa. Through decades of conservation efforts including anti-poaching patrols, habitat protection, and community engagement, the mountain gorilla population has increased. Another inspiring example is the fight against elephant poaching in Botswana. By implementing strict anti-poaching measures, investing in law enforcement, and engaging local communities in conservation, Botswana has managed to significantly reduce elephant poaching within its borders. These success stories demonstrate that with concerted effort, it is possible to reverse the decline of endangered species and combat wildlife crime. They highlight the importance of strong leadership, effective law enforcement, community involvement, and international cooperation. Safeguarding our future. The importance of continued efforts. While these success stories provide hope, it is crucial to acknowledge that the fight against animal trafficking is far from over. The illegal wildlife trade continues to pose a serious threat to biodiversity, ecosystems, and the livelihoods of local communities. Continued efforts are essential to strengthen law enforcement, reduce demand for wildlife products, and address the root causes of poaching and trafficking. This includes investing in technology, training law enforcement personnel, and promoting sustainable livelihoods for communities living in and around wildlife habitats. It is also essential to maintain and expand protected areas, restore degraded habitats, and address the broader issue of climate change, which is exacerbating the threats to many species. The future of wildlife depends on our collective action to protect it. What can you do? Getting involved in wildlife conservation. You can make a difference in the fight against animal trafficking and contribute to wildlife conservation. Here are a few ways you can get involved. Support reputable conservation organizations. Many organizations are working tirelessly to protect wildlife and combat trafficking. You can support their efforts by donating, volunteering, or spreading awareness about their work. Make informed choices as a consumer. Avoid purchasing products made from endangered species. Be a responsible tourist and choose tour operators that prioritize ethical wildlife interactions. Educate yourself and others. Learn about the threats facing wildlife and the importance of conservation. Share your knowledge with friends, family, and on social media. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. By working together, we can create a future where wildlife thrives. Further exploration resources for deeper understanding. If you're interested in learning more about animal trafficking and wildlife conservation, here are some resources. World Wildlife Fund, WWF, Wildlife Conservation Society, WCS. International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES. These organizations provide valuable information, resources, and opportunities to get involved in wildlife conservation. A shared responsibility, our role in protecting wildlife. The protection of wildlife is not just the responsibility of governments and conservation organizations. It is a shared responsibility that requires the collective action of individuals, communities, and nations. By making conscious choices, supporting conservation efforts, and advocating for stronger wildlife protection measures, we can all contribute to safeguarding our planet's biodiversity for generations to come. The future of wildlife is in our hands. Let us choose to be stewards of our planet and protect the incredible diversity of life that makes Earth so unique. Thank you always. Till next time.